Hey, this is Rick with Shooter 1721 here with American Air Gunner. Rossi sent this raw HM1000x to us in 25 cal. Woo! Come on, man. This thing is awesome. We'll start from the rear here. You can see you got the adjustable buttstock back here, adjustable cheek piece here. You got your AR pistol grip here style. You have M-lock 3 sides on this. You have your pick rail on top. You come here to your bolt. This bolt is awesome coming in here, but you get a 12-shot mag in 22 and 25. The weight of the gun's about 8 pounds. Overall length is 45 inches. It comes with a 480cc tank. It comes awesome feature. I love this feature. I wish everybody would be following what R.A.W's doing. Look here, just got a male Foster fill. No probes, no more probes. Let's get rid of the probes. Unbelievable. And then of course we come here with a carbon fiber wrap. This now this bipod was put on here by Rossi, so this is on here. And yes, you can slip a dollar bill through here. Some of you are peeking and taking a look at it right now. It does not touch the barrel, so everybody can say, hey Rick, is that? No, it's not touching. And then of course you see we got the suppressor here at the end, which is a bigger suppressor, but it is whisper quiet. They did a lot of thought into this gun, and I'm really liking in pre-testing and stuff its accuracy. Of course, they advertise, and I did get to test it before we got into this video today. They do advertise it'll shoot sub MOA at 100 yards. It does. It really does. 33.95s though, because the wind here in PA, what I got up here all the time, it gets past that. But yeah, it'll shoot that. And you know what? Today we're going to shoot two different pellets, 2 different slugs for you, so you can check those out. We'll give you the feet per second of it. We'll do it at 50 yards, and we'll just do that. And can't thank Rossi enough for sending this to us. It took me a couple years to get a hold of a raw. Really appreciate it. Like the Hawk scope on top. If you were wondering what scope it is the Hawk scope on here, 6-24. Really, really nice. Here, take a look at the other side. Take a look at that. Yeah. Can't wait to get this video started. And you know what? I'll throw a trick shot in at the end. We'll show you what it can do at 100. See what we can come up with. All right, that's enough yakking. Let's get to the bench and shoot this thing. I'll be shooting 4 different rounds today. We're going to be shooting some Hades 25-39, and then I got some JSB 33.95, some Nielsen 29 grainers, so you get a little slug action. And then also we're going to shoot some 26 grain hybrids, and we're shooting at 50 yards. And we'll see what we get here. The wind has not been friendly today, but let's see how we do. And of course that last one, I think we got maybe just a little bit of wind there. But now, just so you know, the wind that we got out here today, like I said, you're going to see a little bit of movement on it, like the 25-39s. But let's load up the 33.95s. I mean, let me look at that group. So the last one got away from us, but you can see the other one. So I'm pretty happy with that, Ryan. The way the wind is, I don't know, we'll see. All right, this is a tack driver, by the way, and those Hades are traveling at, I would say probably, I think they're flying out of there at 960 or 70 or something like that. So they're really moving, which I like the way that R.A.W set up their gun. So the 25-39s are about at that speed, and then these 33.95s are at that perfect speed, I think of like 884, 885, somewhere around there. So I'll load these up, and let's see how these buck the wind, with what we got here. So we'll give them a shot now. All right. Yeah, that's the pellet. That is the pellet for this guy. You can see 4 are in one hole, and of course, that might even be me. Those 4 are in there. We could have had a little bit of wind, but it only moved. That's under a half-inch group at 50 yards. That's the pellet there. I think now, I'm not saying, you know, because I did hunt with this, with the 25-39s, the Hades, and I made some shots at 80 and 90 yards that just smacked some starlings out, like took them out, and it was laser accurate, and I was kind of like, every time I went up and looked where the crosshairs were, that's where I hit. So, now that was no wind that day, so don't write off. I know that one jumped off on that Hades a little bit, but there you go. There's your pellets at 50 yards, but that 33.95. Woo! Come on, Rossi. You gotta love that, man. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's set it up for some slugs. Let's see what we do here at 50 yards. I'll shoot these 5 and see how they do. All right. Not bad, not bad. I mean, I'll take that. I mean, with the way the conditions are today, had a couple go in the same hole, walked that one just a little bit, but you're looking at a nice inch group there, which it shoots better than that, but with these conditions today, it is what it is, and it's the day we have to film, so I'm going to put them back in here. And up next will be the FX hybrids. We'll see what we can get out of these guys here. Now, let's shoot some hybrids here. Shoot some hybrids here in this wind and see how they're cutting the wind. All right. You can, oh man. Cut me some slack here. Calm down just a little bit. You see how that is left to right, but cutting out through? All right, we'll give it a shot anyway. I almost got away with it. We got 4 in one hole, Ryan, and one just decided he wanted to go. I don't even know. That one walked away a good inch. Well, we did have a 1/4 inch group going, but you get the point of what we're seeing there. I'm going to call that shot my mulligan there, because you saw the other 4 were perfect. So in these conditions today, it is what it is. But you saw how it shoots these like a laser beam. That's what's so cool about this air gun. This gun doesn't care if it's slugs. It doesn't care if it's pellets. It's not fussy. And that's something that when you're buying an air gun, you're saying, hey, I want to buy a gun that just, you know, I can shoot whatever. And the way they tuned it from the factory, shooting Hades at, you know, 960, 970, and then to walk down to the 33.95s at 885, and then go into your slugs and you're shooting hybrids at, I think, 950, and then you're shooting your Nielsen's here, 29 grainers are traveling at, they seem to probably be doing, I think they're doing 910, something like that. But we're going to run through the chronograph numbers, and, you know, I just talked about it a little bit, but Ryan's going to show you. I did screen record, and here's what I did with the chronograph. I went through and I shot a mag each of everything. So you got 12 shots here, 12 shots there, and you get to see, you know, through 12 shots what the standard deviation is, what the feet per second is for the 4 rounds. And we wanted to give you 4 different rounds to show you today. The reason for it is the gun can do it. The gun's not saying, oh, you have to change this, you have to change that. You don't have to change anything. Just put it in your gun and shoot. And R.A.W did an excellent job with this air rifle. This is a superb air gun. I do like the Hawk optics that we're using here on top. I really like this scope, really like it. When I look at this gun in some aspects, there's one thing, the trigger is phenomenal. I mean phenomenal. The only thing I think I would change is the pistol grip. Having a larger hand like this down here, my grip would be different. I'd like to have like a HK PSG1, if you guys know what that is, wooden grip on there. That would look awesome on this gun. And the suppressor is just a little bit bigger, but it is quiet and it does work. So, you know, looks, functionality, I'll take functionality. Super impressed, but there you go. There's the targets. All right, let's do a little trigger pull. Okay, well, you heard me talking through the accuracy test about, you know, it's a light trigger. Well, we're about to find out here, because I'm curious myself. Holy smokes, 4.3. I knew it was light, and now that's not an instant where you go in. You actually have movement to where you can come to it, but when you get there, you better be ready, because you saw, and I'm not sure in that slug test if I didn't pull that one because of the trigger. I'm not exactly sure, and that can happen. 3.9. Ay, 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 I love this gun. Ay, ay, ay. Excellent. 3.9. The consistency of this airgun platform, this R.A.W, is amazing. It has consistency everywhere. Its accuracy, its trigger. That's what makes it what it is. As far as another thing they thought of is when they added in the thought of, hey, we'll put 25 3.9s here, and then you got that, you know, as you walk through your slugs and your pellets, you can do it all, and you don't have to do any kind of tuning at all. You can just walk that way, and it works great. So, oh my, what are you getting, Ryan? You getting coffee behind the camera? Ryan's getting coffee behind the camera. You believe that? I'm over here freezing. Yeah. Oh, my wife's like, come get your coffee. Come on, man. Woo! Look at that. Wife brought out some coffee. I thought Ryan was the only one getting it there. All right, let's get to some final thoughts. Okay, well, here we are at the end of the video, and we learned a lot about the R.A.W HM1000 chassis gun here. The 25. I'll tell you what. Super impressed with the shot count. Super impressed with the trigger. The accuracy. You talk about a well-built air gun. I say the R.A.W is one of the best built air guns out there, and its performance is top-notch. Hawk optics on top. We want to give some thanks to American Air Gunner for sending this to us for a review. That we finally got to review one. It took a long time to get this, and I'm very happy to get it. So it really performed even past my expectations, because I wasn't sure, you know, how's it going to do with slugs and pellets, but you got to see how it did. Pretty amazing, even in the conditions we had today and the wind and stuff. Of course, we shoot outdoors all the time, but yeah. Pros and cons. Like I said earlier, I talked earlier about the grip. I'd love to see a wood grip on there for myself. I put a custom wood grip on there. I think it would look awesome. And we talked about the suppressor as a con, you know, but you're talking about looks, but functionality and performance. It's quiet. And I had it over at the farm, got quite a few shots in on some starlings at long range and at short range too, where you know I could do a follow-up on the first one. I shot the first one, and I was able to follow up on the second one because it was quiet. So that proved pretty cool, and that was at about 55-60 yards on those shots. So really do like the Hawk scope. That was don't get to see too many Hawks, and that was a really nice scope. Kind of I was very impressed with that. One thing I didn't talk about is the 12-shot mag that you get. R.A.W, excellent job with that, guys. One thing that I know when you're cocking this, it's smooth to cock. I didn't really talk a whole lot about that. But this bolt itself, when that bolt goes forward, you know there's precision there. There's no slop in there. And I got to give credit where credit's due. And when you see that kind of stuff, attention to detail like that, you know you got yourself a well-built air gun. But, and you got your pick rail on top and stuff like that. But, I figured, I know you guys see 50 yards, and I thought today's just a little too windy for 100 to give the gun its justice, to say, hey, because I don't know what groups we would get. I could do the best I could, and see what we would get. And I'm sure I could pull off an inch group in this kind of wind. But I want you to really, so what I did when it wasn't windy is I had some fun. I thought, how accurate is this roll with them 33.95s? Because that is the pellet for this guy, my opinion. So I put a playing card on edge at 100 yards, and I'll let you see the results. This is Rick with Shooter 1721, an American air gunner. Thanks for watching. Hey, this is Rick with Shooter 1721, here with American air gunner. Rossi sent me the HM1000 R.A.W 25 cal. We're going to shoot some 33.95s. We're shooting about right at 100 yards. We might be a hair under, but got a playing card in the target. I'm going to take a couple shots, see how she does. And we do have a wind today. Right now, I don't see much of anything though. Just over here, I see a little bit, and it is a left to right, just a hair. So I'll sit down here and I'll walk the camera straight out. There's no hits in the target at all. 0. I don't, yeah. Okay, I have pellets in the mag. All right, you can see I got the caps off. I was dialing in, shooting really good. So I want to take a shot at this card, see what we get. And I do not have the card turned right. Oh well. It's cocked that way. So if I hit the card, it's not perfectly on edge, but we'll take a shot. Okay, I just shot one shot. There's no, I didn't see the card go fly, but it's laser accurate. But let's just walk out there. I just took this shot, so. All right, see if I can get the phone out of here and we'll walk out there. Okay, see, here you go, guys. Get a good look at this thing. This R.A.W is super accurate. 970 with 25 3.9s, 910 with 33.95s, and then slugs were doing, I think I had 890 with the Nielsen 29 grain. I love the Hawk scope on here, but that's enough talking. Let's walk out to this thing. So I just took one shot, so. All right. Everybody's like, gotta video it. Okay, well, I'll video. I don't mind. It just takes time. When you guys watch this, just speed this up, okay? This is all for people that are like, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, we did. So a lot of first time people are like, come on, air guns that accurate? Okay. I don't know if I hit the card or not, but it's one shot in the target. That's it. This just goes to show how the R.A.W, it's a very nice air rifle. Accurate, super accurate. Oh my. Okay, I'm very happy with that. I hit that card almost dead center. There, I'll come around to this side. You see it deflected it off. Remember I said it was cocked? And it pushed around over there. Oops. Sorry, guys. There you go. One shot, 100 yards. Hit here, deflected there. This is Rick with Shooter 1721, shooting a R.A.W with American Air Gunner. Thanks for watching.